It's a pleasure to welcome into the studio representatives from Sure Seal Installations, Jeff Peck and Tom Barnaba. Gentlemen, good morning.
Morning. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
A little chilly out there, isn't it?
A little bit.
I like it, though.
It's getting to be that time of year.
Favorite seasons, guy? What's your favorite season?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Spring through fall.
Spring through fall. Okay.
Yeah. Fall. I like the fall.
I love fall, too.
Yeah.
I'm a fall guy. Like this weather, I don't like to sweat, so this weather's perfect
As long as I can swing a golf club on it.
I know, right?
And I'm okay with winter as long as it snows and we can ride the snowmobile.
Yeah.
Right.
Jeff, you're a fishing guy, right?
I am.
Do you do ice fishing?
No, never.
It's too much for you, huh?
You got to be dedicated to do
Yeah,
that.
I have a couple friends that do ice fishing every year. I'm like, guys, what are you, crazy? They're like, oh, man, it's great. I'm like, I don't see what's so great about it. I tried it once. I said, no way. I could barely get to the shanty. It was so, wind and everything. I was afraid it was going to fall through. But anyway, good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Good.
So tell us what you guys do over at Sure Seal, Jeff.
Well, our main business, of course, is windows and door installations, but we do quite a lot of other stuff. We do Sunsetter retractable awnings. We hold the franchise for that. We do a lot of insulation work, interior remodeling. We do a lot of siding stuff, decks, vinyl decking, and some of the most current products that are on the market. We install a lot of that type of stuff.
Now, Jeff, how long have you guys been around for?
Well, Sure Seal's been in business for 16 years. Primarily, again, we do a lot of window installations. We used to focus on a lot of commercial buildings until the economy slowed down a little bit.
Sure.
And, not so much commercial, but we still do some.
Do you find people are more apt to upgrade their existing home rather than look for a new house, move in, build, or whatever?
In the past 10 years, that's been the trend. Yep.
I have a question. You guys might not be able to answer this for me. Say I had a window, and it wouldn't fit in a window hole. Would it be all right if I cut off the top, the header part? Would that window still function like a functional window?
No, absolutely not.
All right,
I listened to the show that day.
Well, I'm just wondering if that would be a responsible contractor move. But anyway,
we've actually repaired some of that type of stuff, and it's almost ridiculous to think that you could make that product function the right way by doing something like that.
Yeah, well, let's talk about cutting corners. Some people might, not want to get a professional to install their windows. Maybe they go to a surplus store, pick up a window, and say, I could just do this.
Sure.
How much more would it cost to fix that job than it would be to actually do it from the onset?
Well, what happens, people will buy a less than good product and install it and then don't realize that it's leaking, and before you know it, it's caused severe damage to the walls in the house, got the insulation wet that needs to be ripped out and replaced, of course, sheetrocking, drywall, taping and that, which nobody likes to mess from that. So it can certainly escalate the cost of the job.
624-0870. If you guys have any questions, give us a call, 624-0870. Would it be safe to say that home improvement experts we could bill you guys as?
Sure.
Yeah, I like it. Frank, go ahead.
Can you guys help me out? I'm considering putting insulation into my attic. It's going to cost money, I understand. How do I determine payback? And is that something that you guys work into the overall proposal for installation?
Sure, I can answer that. Our Green Zone insulation product, we guarantee a 25% reduction in your heating and cooling costs. I've been offering the product for about 3 or 4 years. And if you add up your bill, your expenditures for the total year, minus the 25-30%, which is guaranteed, and I'll tell you right now, if we're guaranteeing you a 25% reduction, chances are you're closer to 30-40% reduction. So the cost, you figure the cost of the product, extrapolate it out a couple of 2-3 years, and you've pretty much paid for the product in 2-3 years. And then if you're in a situation where you need to finance the product, usually the $50 a month that you might pay for the product is going to be in less than what you actually save. So you basically can get the product installed for free. It keeps your house a lot warmer. There's a lot of women, I meet them all the time in seminars and different things I do, that are wearing sweaters and jackets and through their house all winter long, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you're paying $300-400 a month to heat your house.
And it's not going to get any cheaper to heat your house, that's for sure.
So when you insulate your attic thoroughly with our product, which we thoroughly believe in and guarantee and stand behind, you'll see tremendous savings. I get calls from people that I put it in their house 2-3 years ago thanking me. for how much difference it made their house.
How much has things changed, like technology-wise, with the materials over the years? I mean, Jeff, you've been doing this for quite a long time. How has it progressed over the years?
Well, different things have, created, kind of spurts in the market.
Right.
When we started getting into, like low E argon gases inside the window for performance, that certainly made a huge difference. But now things like the green zone insulation that Tom was just talking about, that's actually NASA technology. This was stuff that was devised from the spacesuit of an astronaut. And slowly, of course, it takes a lot of time for that technology to trickle down to, the people like us.
Yep.
But it has made a huge difference in just cooling of buildings and air conditioner use and that. And it started out in the southern states, and as it moved up this way, they seen the benefits of having that type of a product. Ours actually has a fiberglass core to it, so it has an R value along with it. It's the technology behind it has been a great thing. Sad to say, without the marketing to go along with the technology, a lot of people don't hear about the stuff out there that can help them. So
it is a 99.8% pure aluminum, two-sided insulation with a fiber core in the middle, and it blocks 98% of radiant heat transfer. We put it in one home in Yorkville last year. We put it on several homes, but one in particular, the lady's National Grid bill prior to us putting it in, it said she was 33% less efficient than her neighbors. After 1 month of having the product in her attic, her next bill said you are 1% less efficient than your neighbors.
Wow, that's a pretty
true story.
That's an absolute true story. And for the cost, her payback is in less than a year and a half on that product.
Yeah, and on that, if anybody is interested in it, we also have lots of our customers that give us referrals and are happy to talk to other people that have some questions. So we have a very good rating with places like the Better Business Bureau and Angie's List and that. And our customers think a lot of us, and we do a lot of repeat business year after year, and that's what runs our company.
As a sales manager, I have the easiest job in the world because half of my appointments, more than half, are repeat customers or referrals. People that put a window in at one time, now they want to do a door. They did a door, now they want to do siding or build a deck or get an awning. So I don't want to tell Jeff how easy my job is.
I wouldn't say that too loud.
But it is a fairly easy job when you go in and people already know that they're going to get quality work from you.
Yeah. Now, in more to the point, Frank, your question, okay, the savings to any particular person really comes down to the overall assessment of their house. If you replace half of your windows versus all of your windows, are you going to get 50% of the savings you would if you did half? Right. The answer is no. And ironically, because when you create that envelope and you get everything in your house insulated and wrapped up and all those air gaps sealed, it kind of puts you over the top. Okay, but it depends whether you've got windows, the insulation in the walls, insulation in your ceilings. There's a lot of things that go along with that whole assessment, which we're happy to do for you and take a look at everything. Mm-hmm. But depending on how far you're financially able to go or willing to go is going to depend on how much savings you're going to get overall. But whenever you change the job or cut the corner of not doing the complete job, it does take a little more out of you. Okay.
624-0870. Anybody have any questions for our guys over here? Give us a call, 624-0870. Frank, you look like you have a question. I'm going to talk Jeff, like Tom, this the rest of the day.
Home improvement can be expensive.
It can.
Do you help your clients in obtaining financing? Do you steer them in the right direction?
We try. That being said, I would rather have a customer use their own financing if they've got a better interest rate, such as a home equity, than go to a high interest program. But we have programs that basically we can finance anybody. If you're in a situation where you don't have the very best of credit scores, we've got people that can help you. Of course, if you've got a great credit score and great credit, you really probably don't need our financing options. You've got your own available to you. But we do have lots of stuff available, and we help guide you through that and make the right choice for you, whatever that happens to be.
And just to list those, that we do have no payments, no interest, same as cash for a year. So we have no interest programs. We have a Visa home improvement card. through Wells Fargo, where you can use it strictly for home improvements. And then we have another source through our window manufacturer for people that might be a little credit challenged, and they're running into a situation this winter where they're going to be paying $400 or $500 a month. Heating oil's up to $4, and they may want to take advantage of that and seal up their home a little bit.
You can definitely tell you're the sales manager over there.
Am I?
You can definitely tell you don't swing the hammer.
I push a pen. I'm a pen guy. You don't want me on a ladder, anything near there.
And we accept all major credit cards and stuff too. If that helps anybody.
How important is it? I mean, you guys been, like you said, around for Sure Seal's been around for 16 years. How important is it to find a contractor that has a good reputation that's been in business for a while? Because you see a lot of pickup trucks with somebody's number stenciled on the side of it.
Yeah.
And then you ask them, well, okay, where do your business? Oh, it's in my truck. That's where my business is. How important is it for people to do their homework?
We probably repair 25, 30, 40 jobs maybe a year, major repair, to people that have had their work done within the past couple of years, and now the products that were put in didn't hold up, and they weren't caulked right, they weren't adjusted right, and now the people you call them to come back to fix them, and they didn't charge you enough to fix them the first time and do them right, they're not coming back to fix them for free.
Yeah, so that's for sure.
Yeah, so they don't come over, they don't return your calls, and now you're reaching back in your pocket and paying that bill again.
Here's one example of that. There's a woman we met a while back across the street from Sangertown Mall up there in that development. She was about 75 years old. She had paid a contractor 5 years ago to put all new windows in her house. The contractor went to one of the big box lumber places around here, purchased the windows, put them in. Well, all the glass was shorter than the frames. All the frames started to sag. The poor woman cannot lock one single window in her home. They won't lock. Yeah. And she can't find a contractor anymore, and that box store won't honor it because she didn't buy the windows from them. So now she has to put all new windows back in her house. So it's those are the situations, and we hear all sorts of. I'm in 200-plus homes a year, and I hear everything.
624-0870. I'm at the website. It's suresealwi.com, and I'm looking at some of the services you guys offer. One thing that's really unique is bush and shrub covering. Am I seeing that right?
You are.
That's a big thing. I remember as a kid having to do it myself and trying to build it. I couldn't do it. And then my dad would be yelling at me, "What are you doing, damn kid? You can't even figure out how to do this." I'm like, Dad, what do I know? I don't know how to do this.
Great product. It hasn't been real successful for this area because it's expensive to build them so that they're going to last.
Yeah.
My reputation has always been the most important thing to me, and I wouldn't sell something to somebody that's not going to hold up. So we designed them, built them, custom stained them in a variation of colors and styles, and we sold a lot of the systems. And again, it's something that we still do offer, and we custom build them according to the size of your landscape.
Right.
If you need one that's bigger or smaller or taller or wider, we'll custom build it, stain it for you. So yeah, that is something that we still offer, and we don't do as much of it as we would like, but it's a great product.
624-0870. 624-08. Did I cut you off?
No.
No. Okay. Good deal.
But we do have other stuff to talk about.
Okay. What else? What else do you guys want to feature today?
Well, I would talk about the upcoming winter.
Yeah, I mean, it's right around the corner with this weather.
I've been around for 48 winters. We missed one.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing we're going to have some more, just out of law of averages. But if you're one of those homes that has a lot of ice problems throughout the winter time, we have solutions for that. The attic insulation, number one, will definitely help cut down on that. And then we also offer the de-icing cable system, which is not like the older ones. The newer ones are much more high-tech, more reliable. So we do de-icing cables.
It's because icicles on your eaves, there's a big giveaway, isn't it? They have poor insulation on your roof. I've learned that over the years.
A lot of customers have, over the years, taken the gutters off of their house.
Yeah.
Because they say, well, they fill up with ice and they get ripped down, and I don't want to keep paying for this to have it done. Well, we put a de-icing system and incorporate it into your gutter so that your gutter literally drips and runs all winter long. It never stops. Therefore, it does two things. One, you're not getting dripped on your head as you're walking in the door, or fear of a big chunk of ice falling on you.
Because that is a big fear.
It is a big fear. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the perfect crime. If you ever want to murder somebody, use an icicle because the evidence will melt away.
They'll melt away.
Anyway, that's just my...
You give those perfect crime things a lot of thought.
A lot.
But yeah, it stops the water water back up. If you get a big ice dam on the edge of your roof, water will back up around your shingles and leak in. And we get calls in the winter because people say to us, geez, you put windows in our home and now the top of the window is leaking. Well, it's 99.9% of the time it's not the window, it's the roof, and it leaks at the window point because that's the closest opening to the roof.
Yeah.
Okay, and I started explaining to people what their problem was, and then I felt that I needed to show them. So I built the de-icing system for people to show them that it's not our window, it's your roof, and this is how we can correct the problem. And for quite a while, we were pretty much guaranteeing people that if we put this on, it's going to stop this leak from happening. As long as they are maintained and functional, you will not have a problem with those type of leaks anymore. And we can put them up in the valleys. We can put them around dormer systems. A lot of people in older houses that have dormers, there's not enough adequate insulation in the ceiling because you can't get it in the ceiling. And this is just a way to eliminate having damage to your home because of that.
Guys, where can they get a hold of you at? And you guys will come back?
Absolutely.
Come back and join us again?
Sure. I'd be happy to.
I mean, you guys are raise up the class level of the studio when you guys are in. Me and Frank, we're not too classy. So
I listen every day. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Jeff, you come back. I'll
be happy to come back. Happy to answer any questions that anybody might have for us. I've built my business to do good business. We're local. We don't travel out of the area. If we do a job more than an hour away from here, it's because it was a special request of us to go. We don't have to go to Plattsburgh and Pennsylvania and all kind of places to get enough work where people don't know who we are.
And one other point I want to make: anytime someone has us over to their home, it's not a 3-hour dog and pony show, high pressure. Today's your price only. Nothing like that. I'm there 20 minutes. I'll tell you the pros and cons, leave your price, make up your mind, give us a call back. We don't telemarket you. We're about as hassle-free as anyone out there.
I like it. Phone number to get a hold of you guys?
865-315-865-6714. That's the office number.
And the website is suresealwi.com. We'll put that up at our Facebook. It's facebook.com/Talk of the Town with Mark Piersman and Frank Elias. Guys, thanks so much.
You're welcome. Can I mention one other thing?
You absolutely can, Jeff, yeah.
We're the only company, at least that I'm aware of, that when we give you a warranty, we hear all the time, everybody gives lifetime warranty.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody gives a lifetime warranty that includes the labor to install the parts. It's all about, we'll give you the parts, find somebody to fix it for you.
Right.
We will be happy to come, make the repairs for you, no charge to you. We appreciate the next business that you may ask us to do for you or do with you. So we're happy to come and take care of the stuff that we install for you at no charge.
Excellent. Sure Seal, guys. Everybody check them out. SureSealWI.com. We're going to take a quick news break. We'll be right back. It's Talk of the Town, 100.7 FM, WUTQ.
Find us on Facebook.